everybody. It's a sick podcast.
Cue violins. Sympathy.
Okay, bro. So, I'm ill. You might notice I'm going to get a lot more gammy as this podcast goes on. I'm going to put 110% into this. So, naturally, I'm going to fizzle out at the end. So, stay tuned for that classic train wreck. But coming up... Is that a train?
That was me mimicking you. All right, no, that's fine. Go ahead, sickie.
If I could get O'Neill in here...
No.
To defend me, I could, but coincidentally, he's ill too. Would you believe it? So we got all the favorite features coming up. Probably everybody's most favorite is the proverb, where they learn a little something and makes them go,
Sorry, did I do that? That makes you go, ha! No, makes you go, makes you go, Yes, yeah, you're right. Proceed.
A loud voice can make even the truth sound foolish.
Owen likes little boys. No, hey. I think you might be right. You try one.
If I could raise my voice, I would slander you to the ground.
Well, see, I think I realized something. If listeners had paid attention to the last episode, you would know that Owen and I had a little tiff. And I think I know why. We didn't have enough scheduled conflict in our casual online relationship. And I hope to remedy this throughout this particular podcast, as it contains a lot of adversarial, a lot of versus, if you will.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's just the way it is. So, starting that off, an old favorite of mine. It's not really an old favorite. In fact, it's quasi-recent. I'm just going to throw words around. It is the headline game. I'm going to read off 6 headlines. 5 of them are real. One of them,
my ribs,
was written by me. This is just for shits and giggles. Owen's going for the shits. Are you ready, Owen?
Absolutely.
All right. I will read them all off once, and then I'll let you mull things over, and then when you want, I will read them all off again, and then you must make your choice.
Do I win anything?
The pride, I'm sure people will email in contact at Wave of Absurdity. If Owen wins, slander me for him. Yeah, send some slander my way. If Owen wins. If he loses, well, I think you know what to do. Man found nude in cemetery photographing spirits. Man shot in head finds out 5 years later. Man sues his wife for giving birth to ugly baby. Dog finds religion. Man steals diapers from chickens. Tattoo artist faces lawsuit for tattooing shit on his cheating girlfriend's back.
Oh. Is that all of them? Now, for this podcast, I do try and look up some news and blah, 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 blah. I do believe I've seen a video about a man who got shot in the head. Oh, no, it was, 1,001 Ways to Die?
Uh-huh.
This dude that fought in the war had a bullet in his head, and then he, knocked his head against a cupboard, and then it ruptured his vessels.
Jeez. All right. That's grim.
So that one I'm going for is true.
All right. For those of you playing at home, Owen has struck one off the list. Man shot in head finds out 5 years later.
Now, this game was a lot easier the first time you did it, because you would just pick the most absurd thing to be the fake thing. But now you're actually toning it down a little bit, which is sort of annoying for me.
I'll tell you. What I have done is, for the fake one, I still found an absurd news bit, but just absurded it out a little more to So it's based ever so slightly on a true story.
Well, that's the integrity of the game gone. I'm sure a man has wrote shit on a girlfriend's back, so I'm knocking that one off.
Shit.
Yeah, I'm knocking that one off because that one seems highly likely.
He has now knocked 2 off the list.
What I'm debating with is chicken diaper
Chicken diaper.
and dog religion.
Dog religion. What will Owen do next?
So, okay.
Would you like your second reading now?
Yes, please.
Man found nude in cemetery photographing spirits. Man shot in head finds out 5 years later. Man sues his wife for giving birth to ugly baby. Dog finds religion. Man steals diapers from chickens. Tattoo artist faces lawsuit for tattooing shit on his cheating girlfriend's back.
Okay, so you know the two that I've narrowed it down to.
Why don't you tell us?
What was it? Diapers and dog religion?
Diapers and dog religion.
I'm throwing them out!
You're throwing them out. You have...
Oh, he's so crazy. What's he going to pick next?
You have thrown the listeners into a frenzy.
They don't know what's going on.
They're crumpling up their scorecards.
Now, Phil, you're a man of the paranormal, so you could be...
Sorry, clarification. He means that I have an interest in the stories and tales, not that I am myself some sort of paranormal entity.
I don't know, man. So I think maybe this could be your fantasy that you sort of misplaced into a headline game to try and,
I think I know where you're going with this.
You know, it's always fun to secretly tell people your secrets without them knowing.
Well,
Secretly adding to the secrecy of it all.
Titillating.
I'm going to go for man sues wife for ugly baby.
What? You're throwing us all off. Well, is that your final answer?
Yes, Chris, that is my final answer.
All right. Before we check that out, I'd like to read you a little something. A security camera set up to catch vandals instead recorded photos of a man hanging out fully naked in a cemetery in South Mississippi. The man was eventually identified, so on and so forth. He didn't mean to do anything crazy by his nude appearances in the graveyard, but rather was there simply to take pictures of ghosts. Skin was his name. Haha, surprisingly. He helpfully explained being naked... Oh, no, wait. All right. I'm sorry. I screwed that whole article up. It's true. Skin, he helpfully explained, provides the best canvas for capturing images of spirit orbs. Meow.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. I never heard that in my travels. He had intended to only remove his shirt, but his enthusiasm for his hobby proved so great that he ended up taking off all of his clothes. He's out on a $500 bond and faces charges of misdemeanor indecent exposure. Although I'm not sure, who is at risk there at night in the cemetery.
The spirits?
Yeah. He claims he will never enter a cemetery again, even clothed. Wow.
What happens when he dies?
Maybe they'll
He
burn
can't
him.
be put in one. Oh, my voice. Save me, Phil.
There is no word on how many ghosts he snapped on the night in question. Now, let us read. Man sues his wife for giving birth to ugly baby. A Chinese man divorced and then sued his ex-wife for giving birth to what he called an extremely ugly baby girl. Initially, the man accused his wife of infidelity because he was so sure that he could never be the father of such an ugly child. A DNA test proved that the baby was his, and the wife came clean on a little secret. Before they met, she had undergone about $100,000 worth of cosmetic surgery in South Korea. Let's see. The kicker, he won. A judge agreed with Feng's argument because she technically duped him into thinking she was beautiful. Wow. So, Owen, you lost, and in a way, kind of humanity lost, because that's kind of a tragic story. Wave of absurdity. All right, so I expect people to email in to help me out. Now that we have to publicly, we have to shame Owen. Right?
Oh yeah, fuck all that. What was the fake story?
The chicken one. In fact, the man steals diapers from chickens. There was a news article about a woman who, trying to keep other animals from catching salmonella, put diapers on her chicken, but nobody tried to steal them. Nobody tried to steal them. Speaking of shit, seems to be a common tagline for this podcast. However,
I don't really like how season 3 is just the year of the poo.
It's the podcast of the poo, I think, really. I think a large percentage, somewhere between 50 and 75% of what we talk about is fecal related, I think. I wouldn't be surprised. Last podcast, we asked if you had to, if you, some of you may be familiar with the Winter Olympics, the little jazz made over the 2 toilets in the same stall in the bathroom, 1 bathroom, 2 stalls, no divider. We asked you to email in, which admittedly it only came out a few days ago, so we only got a couple emails on the matter. Who would you want to share your poo with? You're sitting down on the urinal. I'm going to modify this question a little. You can also email in now and say which celebrity. Is there a celebrity that you wouldn't mind having a poo with? Owen, you want to give that some thought? If you could poo with anybody, who do you think it might be?
Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg, really?
He seems like the ultimate relaxed dude. And I think, I think we could hit it off, me and him, and eventually replace you as a podcast host. It's a gateway, really, for me to get into the industry and drop my fat beats.
Once you shit with a man, you know things. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean, you've heard my fat beats as well, so it's just a stepping stone, and then we've always got that common bond.
I think if Owen ever makes it successful in some sort of rap,
in anything,
I want him to be able to trace it back to shitting with somebody in a undivided double toilet room. I've given it some thought, and I want it to be Bill Cosby. I think that would be funny.
Good shit. Why?
Yeah, with the zipping and the bobbing, I think would be a most comical way. Think of how free you could be. You could laugh your ass off. You could shit yourself and not have to worry. He would be, funny. He's been around the block. It wouldn't be too weird, I think. Get some tips. I think that'd be pretty fun. So let us know, celebrity, or maybe you'd want it to be Owen and Phil. Emily, she said Owen, but she didn't really have any reason. She just said she felt it would be less awkward. Maybe she'll clarify that. And
it's because you're an old fogey, It's kind of awkward. I'm more her age group, Again, I'm the hippity and the hoppity.
Yeah,
I'm
but
down with the kids.
You're the one that's complained more about your fecal matter. Let me throw that out there if you're listening. I have good, healthy poos. It wouldn't disrupt us too much. One courtesy flush.
Just because, I normally.
Whereas Owen's just splattering all over the place. The toilet needs a cleaning every time he goes.
That is slander. If you pooed with me, you would marvel at the compact, just gleam that shines from the toilet afterwards.
Let's see. Chicken clone. He would rather have Phil next to me just to have the awkwardness and safety, or safe of mind knowing that he wouldn't make a move, whereas Owen may try to lay some of his tricks. What tricks would you have in the toilet, I wonder?
It's not tricks, it's just trying to lighten the mood, Somebody's got to be the one to break the first herd.
I think the implication here from him. Oh, his name is also Owen. Look at that. You already have a lot in common. I think there's an undertone that, you'd make a move, a sexual move.
I don't like my image on this podcast because people just associate me with being a sexual deviant.
You do nothing to dissuade it up until now.
What? No.
Yeah, no, I'd like to point out that the first episode of this season, you and Chris both admitted you'd love to fuck a goat. That would be something.
It was a would you rather.
I know, but I'm just saying. You said you had no shame. You have nothing to hide.
No.
You're the editor. You could easily control how you sound. All right. I'm going off on a little tangent here.
This is ridiculous.
I think what people are saying is...
I'm not the one that's got a philanderer segment named after me, huh?
That's not even a thing. Do you want to get that out of the way?
It's a thing. It's a thing. I'm trying to do it for the pod.
All right,
but
fine. Let's put it on the table. Let's let the people decide.
All right, if you want Phil to do the most epic of segments, philanderer, which, if you don't know, Phil has sex with someone outside of his marriage, then email in, contact@waveofabsurdity.com. Be behind me. If we're a force, then he's bound to cave like the Berlin Wall.
Yeah. All right. So, keeping on the theme of being a little... not that we were. Keeping on the theme of being adversarial, I'd like to reintroduce a segment that is simply Owen versus Phil. Did you use that music I will have sent you?
What music?
Have you used the music I will have sent you for this? Have you put it in now?
Probably not.
Please. Owen versus Phil. All right. This is real simple. I want you, the listener, to imagine yourself in this hypothetical situation. You are on the brink of winning $1 million. The only thing you have to do is skydive. No lessons, no what do you call them? Prep courses. You simply get attached to a professional skydiver, and you go up in the plane really high up, and you jump out. No prep work. You just latch on to a stranger. You literally have somebody at your back. My question is, who would you rather it be? Me or Owen? Hypothetically, we're both fully trained skydive instructors. Similar amount of hours, equal skill, nothing different there. But whose personality? Mind you, you're going to be free-falling. Like I said, literally, who do you want at your back? Owen or Phil? What do you think could happen? I think Owen would take advantage of you, right? Owen?
Sexual deviancy! Yes.
Yeah, yes. See, so email in, contact@waveofabsurdity. Email about that. Email about who you'd like to have a poo with. We'd love to hear your emails. Real fast, I just want to note, due to our crazy hectic recording schedule, sometimes we let a lot of emails accumulate. So we are getting your emails when we do. Appreciate it. Yes?
Yes. Can I also just say that if you're going to be strapped with Phil, he's getting on a bit. He's not going to be able to retain as much information in his older age. How is he going to help you survive the fall? You want somebody that's young and quick-witted and can retain a lot of information.
Survive the fall. It's a parachute. Survive the fall.
Yeah, but you've got to pull it. You fumble in the dark.
Yeah,
What?
I don't think the age card's going to work here.
I think it will work in my favor.
I think it's all about personality. I think the skydiving aspect of it is relatively low-key. People are going to vote on whether they think, like, Owen's going to mess with you. He's going to make it really bad for you, whereas I'm going to be like, hey, man, I'm going to help you win $1 million. Easy peasy.
No. What it comes down to is
Owen's going to give you a wet willy on the way down.
Who is
oh my
cooler?
god, the chute won't open. He's going to make you shit yourself on live
No,
TV.
it comes down to who is cooler, and it's obviously me. Why would you want to be strapped to a man that plays with puppets in his spare time? Lame.
All right. We shall see. We shall see. All right. Let us move right along to the burning question.
Yay.
You're supposed to go, ow, it burns.
Oh, yeah, my ribs and chest burn.
All right. Owen, I asked you before, and I believe it will resurface later as a master debater. I haven't checked the polls since we started recording, but I don't think it's going to be too much different. But I had asked you about wallets, and you admitted to being a little schoolboy and carrying around a wallet still.
It's not a schoolboy thing.
A wallet in a lunchbox, I think. By proxy, you admitted to carrying a lunchbox around. Sorry. So, I have a new burning question. I think it goes without saying. Listeners, we want you to chime in. Contact at waveofabsurdity.com. Owen, do you shower or bathe? Do you take a bath or you take a shower? That's not the burning question. It's the prelude to the burning question.
Well, my apartment only has a bath.
Okay.
So I can only bathe. I don't know what running water feels like for 3 years.
All right. Now the burning question. Bar soap or liquid or some sort of gel?
You know, it's a good question, and I'm just gonna have to go with the bar soap purely for the.
Is that what you use? That's what I'm asking.
No.
So wait, one, you use. Sorry how I sound here, but you use feminine gel. I don't care how masculine they try to make it smell or look. You're still using a gel instead of a manly bar of soap. Not only do you use the gel, you're about to admit that bar soap is better. Am I not mistaken here?
Well, it's only in certain instances that it's better because, the gel is very, arctic. And when you squish that all over your naked body, things stand on end and shrivel.
So the only pro is masturbation.
No,
that's what I'm getting.
Sexual deviant.
That's what I'm getting here.
No, no. I mean, how could you say it's more manly? I don't know how it can be more manly. You can dip the soap underwater and warm it up to body temperature, and it's a lot more comfortable to use. But I don't think it's the better commodity of the two.
I didn't say better. I just simply wanted to know which one you used.
I use gel.
You use gel? I suspected as much. Thank you for answering my burning question. It means that you are less of a man. Like I said, I don't care how it sounds. You need one bar of soap. You work up a lather, head to toe. Easy peasy. Not a gel special formulated for your feminine needs.
It cleans the pores.
Are you a man or a mouse?
Who's got the better skin?
Man or a mouse?
Trade naked photos and compare.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you have a very, very soft. Your skin's very, very nice in the genital area. I'm sure that gets a lot of cleanliness.
That's cool. The most important thing.
I understand. All right. So, have I violated some sort of taboo in your mind? Equating body wash with, a rather feminine side, as Owen has demonstrated.
It's just a generational thing.
Are you like me, a manly man with soap in a bar, or somebody that has a little pink sponge and body lotion?
It's a blue loofah.
A loofah and lotion. It puts the lotion in the basket. Deviant yourself. All right. While we're on the subject of things of a sexual nature, as you so demonstrated with your masturbatory-related remarks.
I didn't know.
What is, do you think, what is the strangest sexual fetish, I guess, fetishization, some pretty crazy things out there. I got a book out and it's looking into sexual deviancy, and I'm not sure there's a name for it. Maybe it's something that a listener can look up, but I'm curious, what's the weirdest, most absurd thing that you've heard? Like, I've read stuff about amputee lovers. They can only get off unless the person, unless they fantasize about losing a limb. Weird shit like that. What do you got?
Mine's a lot more tame. I just don't understand the whole...
I'm not asking you what yours is, although I'm sure people are interested.
Absolutely not. No, I don't understand this. It's the whole cake farts phenomenon.
Cake farts and pudding farts?
I don't understand that. Why would you ruin a perfectly good cake with ass gas? I think it has to do with the visual representation of flatulation. Wow, we're scientists. Where's the eroticism in any of that? Like, people with feet. I mean, that's less weird than people with feet. People with feet. People, shut up. People who have a foot fetish, that's a bit more normal than, having some scantily clad lady just sit on a freshly baked cake and fart. I don't understand it.
I'm with you. I don't understand that either, but that is nowhere in the weirdness that I discovered in this book. There is apparently a recorded case of somebody that can't fully achieve sexual gratification unless they are falling down the stairs. How the fuck does that even happen? How the fuck does that happen? What's the weirdest thing you've heard? Let us know.
So, for like a bit of foreplay, do you just like fall down one flight of stairs?
Yeah, you just trip a little on like a 2 or 3 stepper on the landing. You roll down a hill, you get turned on, and then you go for the steps. I don't know.
I've seen a lot of weird fetishes as well. People that are into balloons. Have you seen this?
Yeah. I mean, no.
People just encase themselves in giant balloons, and then they sit there and they start moaning and they're loving it. And I saw another woman that was straddling balloons, and she could only orgasm once they popped. So she would be, grinding, and then as she was building up, she would clamp the balloon harder and harder. And then pop.
I thought you meant in a giant balloon, like, oh, how did you meet your current lover? We were both jitting inside a large balloon at a clubhouse. Speaking of seeing things, I was on the old Craigslist in the casual encounters, checking things out.
Philanderer coming soon.
Yes. Anyone needing repairs in the home? Male for male, 30.
What?
Yeah. This world, I'm reading this verbatim. There's a huge slew of acronyms that I'm not even going to try to figure out. This world is attracted to everything sexual. I'm not offering sex, but my services as a repairman. Serious repairs reply only. I will do your repair naked. You will watch me and most likely be naked too. These will be small jobs and not cost much, as working naked with tools is somewhat dangerous. Please reply with your location, your repair, and what gift you will be offering. Wow. So, okay, married. This man's married. He wants to, would you if the price was right, or if, like he said, he'll do it for free, would you let a repairman do it naked? It's like, the gratification of being naked in your domicile is enough payment for me.
But no, he wants me to be naked as well, and watch him.
Yes. So it's a give and take. You have to sit there and watch him. Most likely be naked too.
There's no way, unless something very dire happened, like my internet went down, that I would even consider such a thing.
Oh, okay. Wow, sounds
that's
like
where
somebody's
my-
got their bath gel in a bunch.
That's where all my morals. As soon as my internet goes down, I would do anything to get back online. It's like crack, man.
So, well, all right. So
Anything.
you would you'd sit there. Would you stroke them off?
If it gave me a faster download speed.
Good to know. Good to know. They could be related. All right. Well, it's good to know how you feel about that, Owen. How you're feeling. How are you feeling, Owen? Not interested.
Oh,
Not interested. That was just my give to you for a segue.
feeling, Phil. Phil,
Yes, dear.
how's your noodle strings?
My noodle strings? All right. Are you talking about my cerebellum, my spinal cord, my synaptic nerves?
No.
My noodle string. My gray matter? What string is attached to my central nervous system?
I've realized after you started, there's many noodle strings in the head. So
So what was it supposed to be? Was it at least in the ballpark, or is it some sort of penis reference?
no, because men think with their head. I get it.
Noodles.
Neuro connections.
My neural connections are, I guess, operating at 85% peak efficiency. They've been brought down over the years. I don't think I'll ever have them firing off as they were.
Oh, never skydive with Phil. He just shot himself in the foot.
Owen
You heard him. Mentally incapable.
Owen, all right. I'm capable. Owen's a deviant. That's all I have to say.
Mentally incapable. You heard it from him, the man himself. Don't you look like a fool? I dissed you.
It's time for Master Debater.
I'm guessing Gamia and Gamia by the second.
Speaking of Gammy, who's sponsoring Master Debater?
Why, it's the man himself. Not Jesus, not God, somebody higher than that. It's Jack. Jack M, who has kindly donated Dead Rising 2, and it's being all put into the prize pot for a lucky listener to win. Wow.
Big time prizes. I'm sure it all is greater than $100 worth of games by now, surely.
I don't know about that, but I'd say it
I am
is.
making that claim right now.
Oh, well. So, Master Debater, we all know how this works. We're slightly changing the format up a little bit. But let's find out who won the Master Debater topic of flavored condoms versus non-flavored condoms.
I have
It was-
two major gripes. I don't know if I should do them
Here
before
we
or
go.
after. No, I'll wait.
Really? How courteous of you.
Faster, please.
You don't rush a sick man.
He won, but it wasn't really an argument. Plus, I think sometimes he doesn't click the randomizer. He just picks.
Okay. So the winner of the debate,
That's a heavy accusation.
me. And your accusation, I'm more than willing to screen share with you to prove that I am clicking the number generator.
So,
I've got nothing
the debate
to hide.
between flavored condoms or not, there's no argument. If you're going to have oral sex, sure, have flavor. We should not have greenlit that as a topic. That's not
You're
really.
just salty that you lost.
I'm not salty, but it's not very yin and yang. It's like
That's salt coming off your breath.
gray and light gray. That's what it was. That's all it was. Oh my. I knock stuff over, but I'm not bailing because you know why? I can pick this stuff up. Unlike any of Owen's responses to the new Master Debater topic.
Yeah, smooth. Well,
Like butter.
I don't cheat, again. I'm willing to screen share with you, but you're like, I don't want to do that. So you're supposed to trust me after 3 seasons.
I trust you. Go on.
That's a sarcastic tone.
So I feel like out of, what were there, 2 or 3 dozen votes, that there's a pretty general consensus on what, and I'm pleased to say
I am great.
that the next topic shall be wallets versus money clips. And Owen, you have already agreed that you might as well just argue for the little pansy side.
Master Debater is my topic to talk about.
I'm sorry, I got preemptive. Feel free to continue with whatever you wanted to say. I'm sorry, listeners, for ruining everything.
No, what Phil said, I'm sticking with. I should get it up because
Get it up?
quick, fluff.
All right. If I'm not mistaken, Owen just said he needs to get it up, and then he yelled fluff, fluff. So, I'm assuming he's getting his pre-debate erection going.
Okay.
Or he forgot to get it. Oh.
I'm ready. I had to bring up random.org again
Oh.
because we need to decide who's going first. I forgot about that. So I'm voting and going to be winning the debate for wallets, and I don't see how Phil could even have a chance. Fooey to you. Okay, so I'm even. Phil is odd.
I don't.
Oh, no, not being odd. Generate 32. 32. Do you want me to screenshot this?
Oh, like you wouldn't just. Anyway. What would you like to do, Master Governor, sir?
I'm going to let Phil
Oh!
go first.
I'm having an issue. I'm sorry. I'm taking it out on you because it's easy. You're letting me go first?
Yes.
Excuse
so
me.
90 seconds. Isn't it? I don't know.
90 seconds. Starting now. Before I can even get into the benefits, are you seriously going to start coughing right at the beginning of my
Nobody
debate?
heard that.
All right. Before getting into the benefits of the money clip, let me just make fun of the wallet a little bit more. I don't know why they're in existence still, because there's, I feel like, a certain age group that it stopped, and the only person using wallets now are children. I mean, what more do you really need to carry around than a few cards and a few bills? I mean, anything else, you generally just throw it in your pocket. You have some keys or a card for work, a security access maybe. I don't know. It seems ridiculous to have what is essentially a little purse jammed in one of your 4 major pockets, should you have them. Just something that says, I'm a disorganized loon. I want everybody to see this huge, unbecoming square because I don't care about anything. Oh, except making sure all my coins are in the same spot, or, oh, my receipts in case I spontaneously return something. I have it in my wallet instead of in a desk drawer somewhere. Things like that, where people of the most deranged and neurotic mindset would associate themselves with.
You hear those? That's him knowing that he had a shit opener. See?
Where are you going?
I would take my gammy. How long is it?
90 seconds.
90 seconds now! Well, what can I say? You're really gonna cough during the debate? What can I say? I mean, to me, there is no contest. He can slander the joys of a wallet as much as he wants. But you can't take away the facts, and the facts is what matter here. The facts are that a wallet is an all-in-one utensil. It carries everything you need, to your cards, your change, your receipts, to the flavored condoms that you're carrying around. There's many parts for organization. You got a nice card holder part for all your cards. To the right of that, you got a place for all your coins, your loose change, good for parking meters, and all of that stuff. Also, if you want to impress the lady, you get out your fat wallet, and it is a show of wealth and dominance. Something you can't really do with a little pansy card holder. No, okay? A lot of utensils and meters and whatnot, they don't use card, so you have to find somewhere to keep your change. And what are you going to do? You're going to keep it in a pocket? Oh no, you've got your keys, your phone, and everything else, and now your change in your pocket? So when you're trying to reach for your keys, you're going into your pocket, you're pulling out your keys, your pocket's turned inside out. Oh no, money everywhere, everybody's scrambling to get it, and it's absolutely ridiculous.
I wonder if people are as fumbolinas as you are, that you can't just get something out of your pocket without it bursting. Oh, I'm sorry. Taking my 90 seconds now. Without it bursting forth because, I can't work pockets. I mean, that's kind of a malfunction of my opponent that I'm afraid nobody else has probably experienced. The average person does not know what it feels like to be my opponent, I guess, because we easily take things out of our pockets. Now, he used the phrase, the joys of wallets. And he listed no joy
Smiles
whatsoever. No joys were listed, just that in essence it becomes a little purse. Coins, coins, coins. That's all Wallet Boy could talk about, was coins.
Receipts, condoms,
Yes, things that he's using on a regular basis. When was the last time you used a receipt, right? Don't answer that.
The other day.
Yeah, sure. So I can't see why...
Faulty goods.
Only nerds have wallets. You don't see people in music videos showing their fat wads in their wallet. They have a money clip. The wallet's folded over. Big bills on the outside. Wallet clip. Or money clip. Yeah? What do you need to carry? What else? I don't think there's a solid argument for anything that you need more than that when you're out. Going casual. If you're going to work or you need that stuff, you're going to the jungle, a bit different. I don't see any need for a wallet.
Boo. I'll take my 90 seconds.
Excuse me. I'm sneezing.
Your tricks will not work here, fiend. Now. No, miss now.
Excuse me. What? You started again?
Yes, now.
Go.
No, I'm lapping myself. Now. All right, well, I don't really know what to say here. His sneeze completely threw me off and destroyed everything that was in my brain. So he says, I'm a fumbelina. I'm not a fumbelina, Phil. As I'm sure you dirty
Fumbelinas.
Excuse me. You could be sitting down and things can slide out of your slippery pocket. You don't have to be fumbling for things. It can just come out naturally. Carrying a wallet, again, I've mentioned the things that you're going to carry, receipts, condoms, whatever, money. You can use that as a show of wealth and status by bringing out a fat stack. But it's also good for other things. It's good for health and safety, which in this world is a plus. Again, I said you could carry a Band-Aid, a few Band-Aids, maybe not a full bandage, but you can carry parts of a bandage, so if there's somebody with a laceration.
What parts? The good parts?
Shut up. Shut up. So if there's somebody with a laceration, look, you come with a Band-Aid and you can wrap it up, send them on their way. Why are you saying, it's perfectly fine? There's no good reason that Phil can, have... I've still got 5 seconds that I can have for this. Keep your pockets clutter-free. Keep them in an all-in-one Vote wallet.
That was very entertaining. Ooh, allow me to collect myself after that much humor. I'll take my 60 seconds final now. There simply was no argument. This is my opponent. Receipts, condoms, receipts, condoms, receipts, condoms, Band-Aid, receipt, condoms. So that's he just repeats that little mantra. Again, you don't really put those things in your pocket for daily occurrences. You grab them when you need them. You don't need to carry around your receipts and condoms all day. He does nothing other than defend against being called a fumbolinas, which is his obvious platform, which is obvious is no platform. I would think most sane people would go for the fact that I argue that there's no need for a wallet. He wants a change purse. That's what he wants. He just can't admit that he wants a little change purse. He wants somebody to knit him a little change purse, and he's taking that out on the antiquated wallet. People just don't carry wallets anymore. Good night.
Okay, I'll start my 60 seconds now. He really has not given any pros to having a holder. All he's done is just slanted the wallet where I have given perfectly good practical uses for a wallet. Oh, he's just repeating himself. Yes, I'm repeating myself because you brought nothing to the table. Okay? It does it all. It carries your cards. It carries your cash. It carries your receipts. It carries your condoms. It carries your first aid. It's all there. Why would you say that it's just for pansy? It's very organized. There's compartments for everything. And a lot of, like I said, a lot of machines out there, vending machines and all that, they take coins. If you're going to start fumbling around for, I don't know, nickels and dimes, whatever you crazy Americans use,
Fumbolinas.
You're just going to be digging in your pockets. You're going to be spilling shit everywhere. It's not worth it. Keep it all central. Vote wallet.
Well, I think it's clear that you that are
We're
listening
destroyed.
that you that are listening should email contact@waveofabsurdity.com. Let us know who. Oh no, yeah, wait, you can't do it through the email. Owen, explain.
The Facebook
Only.
and the YouTube there will be a link. I'm sorry, you caught me very off guard.
Picking your nose?
Oh man, no, I can't pick anything. It's like a dam up there. It's just all compacted. I sneezed earlier, then I just had like snot trailing from my nose down to like my chest. It was amazing. And then I'm trying to run for a tissue, and it just like swings outwards and slaps against me and sticks down my neck.
You're smearing shabby.
What are you doing?
Well, all right, go ahead. Sorry.
No,
You were about to throw me some fill in the blanks.
Oh, it's time.
Vote in the poll. Vote in the poll.
Wait, what?
Sorry, I forgot. Vote in the poll. That's where the votes count.
Yes, there'll be a link. The first link you see on the YouTube video, and I'll post it in the Facebook group. I'm still trying to look and hyperlinking it into the file for your iTunes people.
Always looking.
Well, I haven't looked yet, but I'm looking into starting to look.
Oh.
Anyway, it's time for Fill in the Blank. This terrible feature, for some reason, is being brought back by Phil.
What? You're the one that just introduced it.
I know, but you were like, Owen, we should do fill in the blank. And I'm like,
That's how I sound when I'm talking to Owen.
I'm
not recording.
stuffy. I can't do your, bad day, boo. I can't do your voice.
Go on then.
But anyway, fill in blank. If you are new, then I give Phil a half of a real quote, and he has to finish it off And then for some reason people wanted to know the full quote, so I'll read the full quote after he's filled it in. I've handpicked 3 yesterday in my very gammy state, so I don't know if they're any good. But here we go. Phil. In the blank.
Oh. Yes, I will.
It is during our darkest moments that we must focus.
Our touch and our hearts with a tender heart. Touch it with our hands. I'm sorry.
Truly inspirational. The full quote is as follows. It is during our darkest moments that we must focus to see the light.
And touching.
There's no touching. Although, Phil, in the blank. Walking with a friend in the dark.
Will make your soul blossom.
Wow.
Yeah?
Inspiring stuff. Full quote. Is walking with a friend in the dark is better than walking alone in the light.
Is that really
tearjerker stuff?
Is that really a thing?
Yeah.
Right.
I know you hate people.
I don't hate them. Just most of them are annoying.
Where do I rank on your annoyance scale out of 10?
I don't know. We would need to go camping. We would need to exist together for me to fully rank you based off of just having a conversation. Yeah, we could hang for a while. It wouldn't be that bad.
For a while?
Yeah. Maybe a night.
Wow. That's heartwarming.
Yeah.
Phil.
Could you hang? That's all I'm asking.
In the blank. If there is no struggle,
there is no freedom to be yourself. Yeah.
No. The full quote is as follows. If there is no struggle, there is no progress.
No. There's no freedom to be yourself. Who's with me? Email. That way I won't feel foolish for saying that.
If only we had a live audience.
Sorry, I just saw a spider.
You're going to jump up on the table and screech.
Oh, man. All right.
Lift your bloomers up in the air. Call for your wife.
So, how do you think I did with these this time?
Well,
Come on,
subpar.
that last one
Was terrible.
it was the best. I feel on point, and I feel like you didn't acknowledge it at all. How do you think you would do?
Not very well.
We'll see. I knew this.
Said help.
I knew this, so from that game, I got some quotes. I want you to pick which one is the real one and which one is the one I made up. Are you ready?
Well, if it's just as shit as the other ones.
You will see. If you're playing along at home, grab your brains, because these are going to be very difficult.
Yeah, okay.
Owen's laughing. There's 4 of them. You won't get one right.
Wait, what?
You will get 0 out of 4 correct.
How can I get 0 right? Oh, are you telling... Wait, I'm very confused. I don't know if the mucus has gone to my brain and has settled.
Just tell me, Owen.
So are you telling me 4, and then you're asking me if it's yours?
There's 4 separate
real?
sayings. For each saying, there is the right one and the wrong one. You have a 50-50 chance on each one.
Okay.
Ready?
Yes.
There is an old Swedish saying.
Ooh.
One should choose one's bedmates. No, it's either while it is daylight or before making a bed. One should choose one's bedmates while it is daylight, or one should choose one bedmates before making a bed.
Before making a bed is the real one.
Incorrect. While it is daylight is the correct one. Boom. Number 2.
I'm very confused.
There's an old I made up before making a bed. while it is daylight is
Why is there daylight involved?
They're saying choose your bedmate, mate.
Humble bumble.
Stop doing that. You're going to make me the thing.
We'll stop fumbling.
One
Wait,
should
what was
choose one's bedmates while it is daylight, so that they're saying, if you choose in the dark, you might wake up and be like, oh, in the daylight, you look a little different.
Oh, we've all been there.
Tons of
Philanderer.
times. All right, so you don't have any right after all that time. So
It's one wrong.
it was a
There's
long
still
time, though,
three to
so I'm measuring it by
fair
time.
enough.
There's an old Serbian saying,
No,
he who has a beard
no.
will find a comb or still feels the breeze. He who has a beard will find a comb. He who has a beard still feels the breeze. Which one is the correct one? Which is the one that I made up?
Well, they're both stupid, whatever it is.
Well, not only are you insulting me, but by default, you're just insulting Serbians.
I'll debate and insult Serbians all day. I'm very ill right now. Don't take whatever I say for
Which
true.
one is it?
Finds a comb is why who I've never had a beard. I'm at a disadvantage.
I don't think a requirement is to have a beard. Just say which is which.
Comb is you.
Comb is me.
Yeah, comb.
Okay, gotcha.
Comb.
Comb is me. Incorrect. Still feels the breeze is me. So the correct answer is he who has a beard will find a comb.
I don't get it.
That's
Why?
the old Serbian saying, because you're going to really need one. All right. 0 for 2. All this
Why?
time has gone by with you being incorrect. Brace yourself for number 3. There is an old Moroccan saying, fish are not sold. The answers are possibly by the rich or at the bottom of the sea. Fish are not sold by the rich, or fish are not sold at the bottom of the sea.
What? I understand at the bottom of the sea.
At the bottom of the sea.
Well, thanks for the clarification.
Fish are not sold by the rich. Fish are
Yes,
not
I
sold
understand
at
now.
the bottom of the sea. An old Moroccan saying. How are you doing at home? Let us know.
Well, surely
Shore
I
leave?
mean, you could have a fish empire and sell the fish, so then the fish is being sold by the rich. But then, I guess it could be a state of humbleness
Humble bubble.
and exactly about being humble and true. So fish is not sold by the rich is proper.
Is the proper one.
Yeah.
Incorrect. I put by the rich. The old Moroccan saying is fish are not sold at the bottom of the sea. The
don't get it.
prophecies, they are coming true.
I don't
Owen,
get it.
Owen. The final one is an
I don't-
old
I don't
English
get
saying.
it.
It's an old English saying, and you're going to
don't
get it
get it.
wrong. Are you going to fulfill the prophecies? I'm so tense. I hope you put something tense here to make this even tenser. It'll probably be a banjo, I realize. Now, there's an old English saying.
Oh.
Don't put stones into hollow trees or donkey's ears. Don't put stones into hollow trees or donkey's ears.
I don't even know what that's supposed to mean.
Hollow
Put 'em into-
trees, donkey's ears.
What does that even mean? Put stones.
I don't know, but you're 0. 0.
You know, this would have been a little bit better if you told me the meaning after each
0.
one.
I'm riding the high off of you being wrong and fulfilling the prophecies.
Fulfill. Well, neither of these make any sense, so it's literally a fitty-fitty.
I'll take whatever I get.
Who's gonna put rocks and I mean, maybe it could kick you, so they're just
Who's
safety
even
advice?
got rocks?
Does it just apply to rocks? You can put everything else but rocks in a donkey's ear.
How far do you have to go to get some rocks?
Outside my house.
Okay, just curious.
Put rocks in the tree. I guess you got to damage the tree, so respect nature.
Respect. So that's your answer for.
I haven't. I'll tell you
no,
what.
okay.
I'll get my little wallet out. Heads, I go for donkey. Tails, I go for tree.
Did you drop your purse out? And your
It's
lipstick?
tails. So what are the heads was donkey, tails. I'm going for tree.
Tree is what?
Oh.
You're good. You've selected it to be.
Heads is you. Tails
Is
is real.
all right. So hollow is real.
Heads is you.
What
Was
the
it?
fuck? Just pick something. I don't give a shit.
You! No! Yeah, that would be...
Just make a statement.
The rocks is... you.
It's supposed to be the rocks. Don't put stones into...
Oh, yeah, the trees.
The trees is me, or the trees is the right
The
one?
trees is you.
The trees is, in fact, me. Damn it! You weren't picking that one originally, and then you just got all stupid. Ah.
No, the prophecy
I
has
know.
been crumbled.
Oh, how disappointing to everybody, I'm sure.
Do you want to know what it was?
What?
It was you pushing me for an answer.
Well,
Sort of gives it away. You're
no,
like,
it
you're
doesn't.
like
Pushing
giddy
you for an
little-
answer.
you're
How
like,
did that make
"Woo!"
one? How does that make one over the other? Me pushing for
Because-
an answer.
No, because I didn't say who it was, and then you were, trying to give me the wrong answer and
No,
push me for that one.
What?
Yeah.
No, it's all recorded. Anybody listening will be like, no, that's not the case, because they can easily just go back a minute and see that all I was doing was fishing for an answer. I specifically did not fish for a specific one, just aiming for clarification whenever you picked one. You're like, all right, hollow. And it's like, all right, for what?
You're just a bit salty about
Not
the
salty about the
prophecy.
prophecies.
What
Next
is the
time, the
rocks and the-
prophecies will be true.
What does the rocks and donkey mean?
I don't know. There's an old English saying, don't
Well, you
put
need to-
stones into donkeys' ears. That was the real one.
You should find out the meanings, I think.
Well, yeah, don't do it, because it's not good for donkeys. Now, how is that difficult?
Well, no, there's got to be something. I'll look it up afterwards.
Owen, would you rather have a nipple-sized penis or a penis-sized nipples?
Well, you've pluralized it the second time.
Well, because both
Wait,
your
I'm-
nipples will be penis-sized. Actual man penis-sized, not your penis-sized.
When I'm ill, you still got to do this?
To your penis? Yes.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Well, obviously, I don't want a nipple-sized penis because that's just horribly demoralizing.
Yeah, but you're going to have two schlongs sticking out your
Yes,
paws.
but luckily I have my wallet, so I could just carry a few band-aids and just tie them down.
So it's going to be looking like you're hiding two sausages on the side of your body. One
I'll get like
sausage
a-
on each side.
a novelty T-shirt that can mold in.
Why, yes, these are penis-sized nipples. That'd be a great shirt.
It's perfect.
All right. So that is mostly off the fact that you do not want a nipple-sized penis. All right, that's cool.
Well, who would?
Would you rather, Owen, lick a stranger's
Would you-
eyeball or have your eyeball licked by a stranger? What would be the lesser of two evils there, I guess? Or in your case, the most enjoyable?
Well, actually, eyes are like my Achilles heel. If I just see anything involving eyes, I cry if people are crying around me because for some reason water in the eye just it's
Is it because of your
freaks me out.
change purse? And your lipstick falling out?
No, it's got nothing to do with that. You're just jelly. I can cry on demand. Do you know how often that would get me out of school? Huh? That's why I'm the man I am today.
Good argument. Hurrah.
Well, I
Licking some eyeballs? What are you doing?
For the fear of having some gammy infested tongue.
It's the third time
waggling.
you've used gammy in the past half hour.
Well, I'm gammy. There's lots of gammy things out there. So I would definitely want to lick somebody else's eyeball, because then I could just close my eyes and just pretend I'm somewhere else.
Sail away, sail away, sail away.
Calm down there, Enya.
All right. I think I'm going to
Get an orange.
get myself something to eat.
Is it an orange?
And it is not an orange, in fact. It will be an apple. A delicious apple.
We've
I don't
already
care.
done it.
It's not about the foods anymore.
It's exactly about the foods.
Well, yeah, crunchy. If anything, I don't want to eat. I don't want to eat so much.
Juicy. Good vitamins for you. I told you. I worry about you.
Look, the story
I
will
don't know.
more than make up for it.
I'll just leave again.
The food, yeah. Don't leave this time. I'm going to ask you an important question after. So, I didn't want to cut the apple previous. Just entertain for a bit.
This is always my time to shine. So today I'm going to entertain you by spraying my body with Lynx Excite. So calm yourself, ladies. Oh yeah, that's good for the lungs. Oh, that's good.
All right. Perfect. This is called The Frogs and the Tower. There once was a bunch of tiny frogs who arranged a running competition. The goal was to reach the top of a very high tower. A big crowd had gathered around the tower to see the race and to cheer on the contestants. The race began. Honestly, no one in the crowd really believed that the tiny frogs would reach the top of the tower. You heard statements such as, "Oh, way too difficult. They will never make it to the top. Not a chance that they will succeed. The tower is too high." The tiny frogs began collapsing, one by one, except for those who, in a fresh tempo, were climbing higher and higher. The crowd continued to yell, "It's too difficult. No one will make it." More tiny frogs got tired and gave up, but one continued higher and higher and higher. This one wouldn't give up. This one didn't give up at all. At the end, everyone else had given up climbing the tower. That one tiny frog, after a big effort, was the only one who reached the top. Then, all of the other tiny frogs naturally wanted to know how this one frog managed to do it. A contestant asked the tiny frog, How had he found the strength to reach the goal when everybody was saying it was impossible? It turned out the winner was deaf. Yeah.
So he just climbed on the dead bodies.
It's deep, right?
Not really. I don't know if it's because I'm delirious, but those quotes and this story has just whoosh.
Now, who do you identify with more? The tiny frog or the crowd?
With a what?
The crowd. The crowd, the people.
It would have been a lot easier to hear you with an orange in your mouth.
The people that were yelling disparagements.
Oh, definitely. I'm a negative Nancy all around. I'll be, boo, you idiot, what you doing? Idiot, bloody idiot, I'd say.
Why wouldn't you want to be the frog?
I got better things to do than just please the fucking crowd.
Well, I hope you've enjoyed The Frogs in the Tower. Read verbatim.
That was amazing, Phil. Thank you. Well, it's time I go and collapse somewhere.
Yeah.
Please check up on me. If you're listening, contact at waveofabsurdity.com. Send help.
Don't forget to leave disparaging things because you got the headline game wrong. Yep.
No, I'm already down physically. Do you want to crush me emotionally?
Still, you took that. You accepted that.
No.
Thanks for listening. Owen has to get his comeuppance. I'm sorry.
There will be no roleplay at the end of this episode. Bye.